Here's another question from Cindy Lovelace's fifth grade class. What did you want to be when you were growing up? This is a question from Ashley. So when I was a little kid, I remember I wanted to make movies. I think I wanted to be now this is probably, there's a little dose of reality here, because I remember growing up watching movies, loving movies, thinking I would like to be an actor, or I would like to, more importantly, maybe be a director. Like, I'd like to make the movies. Like, I didn't want to just like be a part of the movie, but I wanted to design the entire world. I wanted to design the entire look of the movie. Now, one of the disheartening things about it was, growing up as an Asian American kid in the 80s was you didn't see many Asian people in films, unless, it was like a Steven Seagal or Jackie Chan movie where, you were the one getting beaten up. Like, that really was the limited role of Asian Americans in American cinema back in the day. And as a result, like, I immediately wrote that off. I immediately said, well, that's not a path for me to be a storyteller. Like, at a very young age, I thought, oh, it'd be great to do this. And then you look at the possibilities and you realize, well, they're not there for me. I'm not going to be someone that will be able to, like, break barriers and say, well, I'm an exemption to this entire rule. And that's when I thought, maybe I want to be an animator, like, it's still a great way to tell stories. And like, I can still be behind the camera. But it wasn't until I made my first animated film that I realized I actually hate it. I hate telling stories in an animated form. And I think in one of the earlier questions, I had mentioned that I was accepted into dental school and I was going to be a dentist. There was in no way at any point in my life that I actually wanted to be a dentist. In fact, there was no interest in my life to wanting to be in any kind of field of science. Like, I wasn't a very good student in biology or science, but it was something that I did because I thought it was what my parents wanted me to do. Whereas my true passion was art. So really, I don't think there was any part in my mind that I thought that I would do anything non-artistic. Even when you end up working in a field that you want to work at, there's still, pluses and minuses to the whole thing. I remember when I worked in the video game industry, I thought, oh, this is amazing. But really, like, the hours are long. You're contributing to a small part of a bigger idea, so it didn't feel like the entire thing was entirely your idea to come up with. When I create work, I like to create something that's a little bit more personal, something that I've written and illustrated. Like, children's publishing was something that definitely suited me perfectly. I do other things in art. I've shown in galleries. I work in video games, I've worked in animation, things like that. But, in that little wheelhouse of a craft, my real passion is telling stories to children. And even to add on top of that was, I love drawing, but as the years have gone on, I realized that my true passion actually is storytelling. And I just so happen to use art as a way to tell those stories. Now I can't even separate the two. If I'm drawing something, it's generally because I want to tell a story with it. So, you find out a lot of things about yourself just by experiencing life in various ways.